Throughout the month of January, Florida Highway Patrol have been reminding drivers about the move over law. It's designed to keep emergency crews and other workers safe on the highway. Tonight, as part of a brand new series we're calling the Impact Check, Contact 5 investigator Katie LaGrone is taking a deep dive into Florida laws to find out if they're really making a difference.
I don't like to visit here, but I come and decorate it for him.
It's a walk Brooke Lawrence never thought she would be taking.
Oh, everything stayed.
Not now, certainly not for him.
I don't like to visit my son here.
Brooke's son, Austin, was just 24 years old when he died nearly 2 years ago. A tow truck operator at the time, Austin was just doing his job on the side of a busy Orlando parkway when he was struck by a driver who failed to move over.
Broken everything. Broken arms, broken legs, broken stomach, brain injury, brain bleed.
25 days after he was hit, the father of two died in the ICU.
His son looked out the window every day, waiting for him to come home. He just didn't come home. It's not right.
Passed in 2002, Florida's move over law requires drivers move over a lane, or if they can't safely change lanes, to slow down 20 miles under the speed limit when law enforcement, first responders, or tow trucks are stopped on the side of the road.
In 2014, the law expanded to also protect construction, sanitation, and utility crews. But more than 2 decades after first taking effect here, is Florida's move over law making life on the side of our roads any safer?
He was on the scene less than 15 minutes when it happened.
During a recent press conference in Orlando to raise awareness about the law, Brooke told Austin's story.
Totally preventable what happened that day. It should have never happened.
Marissa Cruz had her own recent tragedy to share too.
Not only was Paul an amazing husband and father, in our family he was our hero.
Less than 3 months ago, her husband, also a tow truck driver, was also killed by a move-over violator.
The pain that our family has felt is heart-shattering.
Just tears our hearts out for their families.
Both worked for the same tow operator.
Slow down, move over, give us some room.
Dennis Johnson, the company's owner, is frustrated over preaching a law too many are still breaking.
Has it had the impact that you hoped it would?
I hope it has a major impact that may start tomorrow or today, but it ain't there yet.
Across the state, recent video and images show the shocking consequences of drivers who fail to move over. And data since 2015 reveals their frequency. Move-over violators are behind, on average, 1 crash nearly every 2 days in our state. In fact, a year after the law expanded, Florida Highway Patrol statistics show the number of crashes, injuries, and deaths from drivers who fail to move over remains fairly unchanged year after year.
It's a good law. Unfortunately, we have people that break that law.
Sergeant Steve Gaskins of Florida Highway Patrol's Tampa Bay District says despite taking effect 20 years ago, many drivers still don't know the move-over law even exists.
Drivers that were driving before this became a law and before they learned this in the driver's ed classes, there's where our normal problems are.
That lack of awareness flagged as an ongoing problem in this 2020 Federal Government Accountability Report on First Responder Safety. In it, researchers studied a handful of state move-over laws, including Florida's.
Public awareness is a big challenge because all 50 states have a move-over or a slow-down law, but those laws can vary.
And so can the penalties. In Florida, failing to move over is considered a moving violation, with fines typically ranging between $120 and $170. And while violators can also get 3 points on their license, in Illinois, for example, fail to move over and you can get hit with up to a $10,000 fine and 15 points on your license.
So it's better to have the law than to not have the law?
Oh, absolutely.
Could it be stronger?
I got to stay away from that one.
Needs to be higher penalties, higher fines, maybe even the possibility of losing their license and having it suspended for a period of time.
It's getting worse instead of getting better.
Brooke Lawrence also wants to see more awareness, more punishment.
They should have to take a class to see what happens when you don't do that law. How many people are affected when you don't do that law?
Her family is just one of them, victimized when a law created to protect them couldn't, and still seems to have a long road ahead to getting there.
It was just a bad deal. really is. He had his whole life in front of him. He was so excited about just life.
According to a recent AAA study, Florida ranks among the leading states for people struck and killed while standing outside a disabled vehicle. This legislative session, its Auto Club will be pushing Florida lawmakers to strengthen the state's move over law by requiring drivers move over or slow down for any vehicle disabled on the side of the road. I'm Katie LaGrone reporting.